Kura team, and welcome back from the brink. Things have changed a little bit. Not a lot, I think, to be fair. I've added quite a few more fortifications. They're not fully up and running yet. I mean, essentially, I need more traps. I've researched flamethrowers and bits and pieces, but in all honesty, I need more metal alloys. And to make metal alloys, you need to mine ore. I've observed ore. This is ore over here, so we do have ore nearby. So we would need to mine the ore. We would then need to smelt the ore to make the alloys, and then we would be able to construct some of these things like flamethrowers. But we just haven't had the time, and we haven't had the time because I've been rocking up these other defenses. So these are all that's a missing section of wall. It's fence, oddly enough, stone. So I've been mining stone and building stone walls to give us a little bit of time, because one of the issues is the insects are quite aggressive, and they really do work their way through these defenses quite quickly. So what I probably need to do as well is put a stone wall there to block that off, and I will put a stone wall there to block that off, and there to block that off. What I need now is a gate over on this bit. I can put it there, and the idea is just to slow them down, right? So the idea is that if I can perhaps even close some of these gates. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Can I undo that? I think you can. Cancel. What I want to do is put it there. So if you close some of these, close some of these gates, possibly, that it will hold them up for a bit, and it slows them all down, gives us time, protects some of these other enclosures and things, and eventually I'll finish encasing everything, and try and get some decent stone gates or whatever. I mean, these are quite good. These are these large wooden gates, which are much larger than those smaller gates that you see, to shoot at them, because with the weapons we have, even the hand blaster, it just takes ages to kill them. And that's just the small ones. So the big scarab ray have started coming along now as well. So we've survived another attack at day 13, day 7, day 13. We'll probably do one very, very soon. That said, I have managed to get Quinn crossbow and a spear. I had Daniel crafting a spear, and then he went and had a meltdown, and the spear just disappeared. So I don't know. I don't know why. It's like it's nearly made. So I'd like to be under the sea. Yeah, finish crafting that spear, mister. He's not a happy bunny. Nobody's happy. Everyone's unhappy. Of course they're unhappy. Look at the state of what's happening, what's going on. But I haven't had a chance to think about it. We need a fallback position before I can start building a proper compound. So this is what I'm trying to get at the minute, is a fallback position. Did he finish that now? I wasn't paying attention. Can she now equip a spear? Yes. Excellent. So now they both have spears and quote-unquote ranged weapons. Stand a little bit of a chance of getting more stuff done. I hope. Everything keeps running away. Medically speaking, we could do with more bandages, but we've been working hard on the antibiotics, and we've got first aid kits, which is great. So I think we're okay with that. The spear can be removed now. I wanted them to make some dandelion on the workbench, and I'm researching here. It's not here yet. I'm researching a veggie leather armor because we have this purple leaf stuff, and we have this veggie leather stuff which we can get from over here, because I think what I need to do is I need to get Quinn and Kana into armor, well, and Daniel too. They all need armor is the short answer. But we've got food. If I can only get them to pick it up and haul it away. I did have a stove, but the lightning destroyed it, so I'm back to using a campfire. We do have some people working on veggie soup. We do have, well, we did have, so we need to get the veggies cooked. And as we know, that becomes a full-time person for one person. Looks like Kana's doing it. And we're researching pickling. But right now I need spaceship deconstruction, which is on my list of things to do, because I have this huge, great big spaceship over here. Well, some of it. And we have another one down here, which we haven't quite finished scavenging yet, because we need more alloys for traps. I need to put traps in these outer defenses to slow these critters down until such times as I can get enough alloys to build things like flamethrowers to really feel like I've secured the base. At the minute, I still don't feel like I've secured the base. One good attack, 50 Scarabray is probably going to kill us. So we're still living on a knife edge. I wouldn't say we're comfortable. I would say we are covering a lot of the basics, but everybody is pretty unhappy. We just can't seem to catch a break. But we've covered all of the major illnesses. So we don't have bugs anymore. She did get struck by lightning, which is a bit of a pain. So yeah, Quinn's always, you know, one of those people who's, what is it? Annoyingly cheerful or something. What is it? She's just cheerful personality. It's just me that's annoying. So here we go. We're doing these outer defenses. We're harvesting. We're growing food. We're harvesting food. We're beginning to get a stockpile of things. We need to get some stuff cooked, and I might just have to do what I did last time, which is go down to like Kana, and planting needs to be a 1, and we just make cooking 1, and that's it. Everything else is 2, and then she can just start cooking her way through the meals and things and all the rest of it until we get pickling, and then we just need to pickle like crazy, because then pickling keeps stuff. But she's busy planting. You know, we've got Dan harvesting and researching like crazy. He's pretty good. He's now into like 6. So we're getting there. Blocked. Oh look, Quinn. You've constructed yourself into a corner, you turkey. Right, now I have to get you to deconstruct a piece of wall to get out. Right, well, my advice to you is deconstruct that bit of fence. Right, now then, is there any chance that I could perhaps get you to build that bit of fence from the outside instead of painting yourself into a corner? Right, I gotta watch him do this, haven't I? Construct. Let's see. No! Oh, I thought for a minute that he was going to do it from the inside. I want to watch him. Watch him like a hawk. Oh, trade genius. Well done. Well done. Don't! Ah, honestly, pathfinding. Right, okay, so cooking's on the go. We're starting to get stuff done. Oh, we've just done these things, so I can add these. It's still scavenging. So we're still scavenging on it, we're still working on it. We're still getting our way through things. I just need some more of these traps. We do 3s, so should be able to. That would be great, but that's. I may as well just lay them out. I'll give you an idea of what I'm thinking, right? So I'm thinking, you know, that we can do this kind of stuff. I think that'll do it. I think if we can get all that built, and I can chuck in some things like flamethrowers here, and flamethrower there, and a flamethrower over here, and you know, a flamethrower there, and stuff like that. Possibly a flamethrower here, and back-to-back flamethrowers, right? This ought to be secure. This is a bit of a weak point. Yeah, I get it. I understand. The thing is, they'll only attack this. This is kind of like Daniel's safety, I think. Although when you put Daniel up there, they'll come and attack the wall below him. But if there's someone up here, and I need to obviously deconstruct this and make this into a stone wall. I don't have enough stone at the minute. I need to go get some. I need to mark this up for mining. Anyway, that's the situation. So that's the situation, and that's the situation that we find ourselves in. We have resources. We have additional debris. Quinn's having a meltdown. Where did that go? You hear these noises. Where did this debris end up? Did it end up nearby? She's at risk of having a meltdown. Pickling is done. I don't see it nearby. Oh, there it is. Put it on a list of things to scavenge. And pickling. So I need a pickling barrel in production. Fermentation. I think because we're already using this one for antibiotics, but ferment. Yeah, I think we're okay for now. So we'll make it pickled vegetables forever, because it doesn't affect their ability to cook it. So we'll do that. What's up with Quinn? Gutworms again. Ah, these gutworms are going to be a problem. We've got 13 antibiotics though. I'm going to make another one of these, just in case. Because this grain cob, we'll get grain cob again. 20, we need 50. I'm going to need to make another plot of grain cob. That's what I'm going to need to do. Where's farming? Food crops, grain cob. Make it too long, and that's as max as it goes wide. Because eventually what I'm thinking is, pardon me, not my microphone. Eventually what I'm thinking is that I'll spread these fields out, and these will be our fields for production, right? And I'll populate them maybe with watchtowers, with automated weaponry and stuff on them. Because it seems like the creatures aren't interested in the fields so much. They're definitely interested in this. And what I might do is try and find a place, maybe even over here or something, where we can build the ranch, where they can stay safe, or maybe even around here somewhere. I don't know. I quite like the back of this water hole, because it adds a defensive element to at least one side you don't need to worry about. So that's my lofty ambitions. My lofty ambitions are to try and get this sorted out. Try and get some stuff. Yeah, it's because you're overeating and overeating again. And you just threw the antibiotics on the ground. Maybe you can haul those antibiotics somewhere useful. There we go, some more grain cob going in, which is excellent. So we'll split the, these are at 80%, these are only just going in, which is great. So we'll give those time. Yes, everyone's complaining about old gear, which is why I've got this going, but I need more fabric. What do I need for that? I need bolts of cloth. What do I need to get for cloth on the old research? I can do hay cloth. Hay cloth, there's no other cloth. I can do purple leaf cloth. I think that's what I want to do. I don't want to make it out of fuel, but there's got purple leaf cloth everywhere. And don't know if I want kimchi. Purple leaf and dandelion spores then stored as something product with tasty and have a long shelf life. Kimchi. Oof! 100 to make 10. That's a lot. I mean, that is a lot, man. This you just need hay to make cloth. That's got to be next because hay grows on trees. It doesn't quite grow on trees, but we got all this stuff we could make hay out of. So don't forget we're in this to make money. So this is not just about survival. We've got to get to the stage where survival is easy and we're actually in this to make money. Now the only way we're going to be in this to make money is to make trade goods. And if you have a look at the crafting bench, trade goods are here. Craft trade goods from various raw resources. And it basically says that you need to have either scrap metal, hay, it's easy, this purple leaf stuff, big plants, lots of timber, well there's plenty of trees, and stone. Stone can be kind of hard because you can't plant it. So once you're done, you're done. Everything else is a renewable. Stone is not a renewable. You're always going to be chasing stone. Plus, we want to make our house out of stone. We want to make whatever we're living behind, our fortress, out of stone walls to make it more secure. So we're going to want our stone. But in terms of crafting side of things, scrap, never enough. So forget it. So it's going to be hay, purple leaf, and wood, essentially, is what we're going to be crafting almost everything from. And then obviously, if we have an abundance of things, like you can come up with things and say, 200 things are about to go off. I mean, I suppose the question is, do they take the 200 that are going to go off or not? I suspect they won't, which would be the annoying bit. They'll probably take the good stuff. But if we have excess of stuff, we can get rid of it. But a lot of this purple leaf stuff is growing wild under these trees, which we can obviously cut down, etc, etc, etc. So, what's this? It's these glowing mushrooms again. Pain in the ass to grow, as I recall correctly. So there we go. That is where we are at. I just gotta stop saying I will call you back in about another 10 days. Okay? See you soon. Right, cure again, team. We just survived another attack. These big suckers, and in part because they got stuck. They can't get through this convoluted mess, which is great. it's part of the intent, right? So I've been messing around with putting in traps, and we've been scavenging some stuff and putting in some traps and things, and they did a bit of damage because they shake this this corrosive stuff, right? This gas, so they destroyed a wall. But that's fine. To be fair, it was Kana did most of the killing with her laser pistol. The crossbow is dreadful. if that laser pistol degrades, oof, Yeah, I mean we had a it wasn't a convoy ship, it was a smuggler ship come through, and he had things like laser pikes for sale. It's not like 55,000 galactic coins. It's like, no, no, thank you, no, thank you very much. Um, so everyone's crushingly unhappy still, and I get it. It's fine. I understand. So what I've queued up here is this veggie armor because I still really think we need it. Um, Tools, because I really think we need to start making tools because I really think it's going to help us sort some stuff out, and construction. So we got to get on with construction. I've got to start constructing buildings. I've got to get these people indoors. I've got to get their happiness up. I've got to make a fortification area that's going to be safe, and I need to get into electronics. Where are we? Research. Electronics, how far down the chain are we before we get to electronics? I mean, it's a long way. I remember this from the last time, and the problem was even to just craft like a laser pistol is it's because you got to get CPU cores, you got to get power cells, so we can get to synthetic armor. I think carbon armor. I never got as far as carbon armor, but on this planet, who knows? This might be something we have to go down the road of. The pacifiers are dreadful. It's just doesn't damage them, just slows them down. Carbon crossbows again. Never got as far as carbon. I assume they do a lot more damage. Laser pikes. We did make a couple of laser pikes. That's doable. But we need to get. Yeah, we need to get things like synthetic textiles, which are. We could do it from chitin synthetics. So there's paths, there's options, there's things, but it's this is fuel fermentation. This I didn't have this before, so this is all new, and what else? Well, obviously we know that we need electricity. So in this case, we're going to need down the road of electricity eventually. But there's no point in having electricity until we have building. So and we really need clothes and we really need tools. So I need to sort out tools. I need to sort out building. I need to sort out clothes. Because we've got everything else sorted. We've got chemical cloth synthesis here, which we can make from fuel. But we've also got the chitin synthetics, so we can make synthetic material from insects, which I kind of like the idea of, because there tends to be a lot of them. So I don't know how our vegetarians feel about that. I mean, I suppose it's a new thing, right? Living on an alien planet. When you got, I mean, I suppose technically speaking, they don't want to hurt them, but I mean, they are trying to kill us. Did I mention they're trying to kill us? So we're gonna head down that road. I think synthetics, synthetic armor. Eventually, further down the chain, we'll get carbon nanotubes, maybe. But you need to get to like carbon nanotube printing, which is. Where is that? Oh, it's way down at the bottom. Where are we? There you go. Nanotube printing. So you've got to get past electronics crafting, which is way up there. CPU assembly, power cell, delivery drones. Delivery drones are awesome. So the whole power side, I gotta do it all. It's just, but there's no point in doing it all until we've got a building to do it all next to. So that's fine. The emergency rations, it's a waste of time. Yeah, so look, there's things to do. Once again, we're okay. We had some issues with purple leaf harvest not going the way we wanted it. The Xenoflora blight, you can see there in the top right. But we've got things. We're working on getting this smelter built. We're doing a bit more scavenging to try and get some scrap so I can finish building these traps, which I think will work beautifully to keep us alive. We have plenty of fuel. There's no way I've got enough, but you never know with the scavenging. We might come across some metal alloys, so I put them in there on the on the possibility that if we run across some metal alloys, we'll build one or two, you know, and they'll work. And that'll be great. I think there's food. I don't know why there's food there. I think someone dropped it when they were being attacked. So that's it. What else did we have? He had swarm fever again. He seems to get swarm fever, and she had brain parasites. We had to give her 5 doses of antibiotics. Our antibiotics is still at 18. We have this is still waiting. I ain't going anywhere yet. So this needs handled. Who's going to handle that? No. Can you please do that? Can it? Because I would like to make sure that we get some antibiotics on the go. We got the pickled veggies on the go. I think most people are happy with the food situation. Well, they're not happy with anything. Oh, meteor rain. Oh, that's nice. So there you go. Not everyone's happy. Everyone's relatively unhappy, which is why I need to get the fortress built, and I need to get them indoors. I need to get them into separate rooms. I need to get them happier, so that they don't keep having meltdowns every 3 days, and so that they don't keep getting sick. Because I think if they're happier, they're probably less likely to be sick. Right? So here we are, day 30. I shall see you all again at day 40. Right, cure again, team. Ooh, things are changing, eh? Things are changing. Things are changing. Yeah, look, we've just recovered. Not quite. We've still got some damage from like a hostile scarabée attack. There's about 36 of them, or something like that. They did a bit of damage. So you know, we're still trying to recover from that. Everybody's still cripplingly unhappy, except for him. Although I think he's just had a meltdown. So anyway, we've finished construction basics, so we can now build things. So what I've done is I've set out here, which is I think it's what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12. I think it's 12 by 12. Is it a square? Looks like a square. Yeah, not quite get top down, but it looks like a square. So I think it's 12 by 12, and that's going to be the main house. I think the last one I built, the one I built in season 1 was like 16 by 16 or something, which is the biggest you can build, and I didn't need it. I possibly did need it for fridges. But that said, not for accommodation. So I think this is going to be accommodation. And what I'm going to need to do is build an annex, accessible from here, probably out this side, which is going to house the fridges and freezers. I can't remember how big they are. That isn't going to show up because I haven't done them yet. So anyway, this is going to be bedrooms and recreation space and cooking. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an annex for fridges and freezers. I'm going to do an annex for electrical storage, and what I probably need is also an annex probably further out, maybe from the fridges and freezers, which will be production, which will have all of our benches in. And we know how big they are. They are, what is that, 2? Let's have a look. Chopping block tree. Yeah, each of those are 2. So, you know, so you could make it 3. And you could just have them in lines lined up like at school, you know, school desks and stuff. So that's the plan anyways. So when I get started on having them have a house, have somewhere, and then have a look at the various annexes that I will need to get onto that. Research wise, where are we? We're working on cloth because we're running out of clothes, so we're going to need some clothes. And I talked about this chitin synthesis cloth. The downside being that from this insect attack, they didn't harvest a single thing. I asked them to, they didn't do it. I don't know what I'm missing. Because I had Quinn on. His activities are hunt, and I think hunt is butchering and slaughtering. So he should have done that, but I don't know why he did. Maybe he was too busy doing the construction related tasks. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to keep a very close eye on that because we need to build up a resource of insect. We don't have insect. We have 3. Yeah, we got lots of grain, which is great. Although this needs to be back on the road. We've got 48 antibiotics, so we're doing pretty good. Bearing in mind, obviously, we can sell them. I think we can sell them, anyway, to traders. I'm not sure. I haven't looked. Yeah, so research-wise, I mean, we're getting there. We're getting into the complex things. So we've gotten past all the easy things, and we're getting into the complex things. So chitin synthetics, electrical grids, hay cloth, and and fuel fermentation from insects. Because if the insects are going to keep going, we gotta start harvesting them better than we currently are. I don't know why we're not. We can make palm oil if we need to. Never mind the orangutans. Insect fat, etc., etc., etc. We've had a look at most of these things. You know, and some lovely, nice things to have, like brick rooms and all the rest of it. All you have to do is put some clay in a furnace and make a brick, right? Never mind. So we're heading off down that road. We're starting off down that road. We're getting that way. It's end of year 1. I was going to say we've survived. We're surviving. These guys are going to be very along soon because we now have this going. So this is now, we have some metal alloys going, 10 metal alloys to give you 10 scrap to give you 10 metal alloys. We've got 68 scrap, so we need 60. There's 20 each, 20, 40, 60. So if we get these going, I think, you know, that's been the downfall, is that I'm getting creatures trapped, but there's no way to kill them. So they're just sitting there, and these Canna and Quinn are both dreadful at combat. They're indifferent to combat. She's level 2. I mean, this couldn't have been harder. Could I have made this harder on myself? Not only did I not bring weapons, she fortunately came with 1 laser pistol. But they're both indifferent to combat, and he won't fight. It's just, and if either one of them's having a meltdown when there's an attack, then I've only got 1 person. So anyway, automated defenses. So I'm working on the automated defenses, and we're getting there with the automated defenses. What else? Xenoflora blight. So I had this Xenoflora blight. As far as I could tell, the only way to get rid of it is to just dig up the whole field and redo it, which I had to do. This field had it, and I think that field had it, so I had to redo these 2 fields, but I got rid of it. These guys just need to pick up the stuff. I don't know why they're not picking up stuff. Yeah, so that was it. And like I said, there's tons of dogs around here. And look, we'll get into dogs eventually, once I'm happy and satisfied that we are doing okay. At the minute, the knife edge is more like we've gone from being tiptoeing along the very edge of the knife to we're actually going along the back of the knife. But these guys are permanently unhappy. I need to get them into their own rooms. I need to get them some recreation. I need to get them some comfort. Once they've got comfort, you know, I've got them cooking on a campfire, and I probably need to move that down because we're out of meat, so we can actually cook some veggie food. I mean, they've got stuff. Don't get me wrong, they've got things going on. We've got antibiotics. Although you know they're going to go off, so I probably shouldn't do too much more. They'll start going off. I've got healing balm. We need to get bandages, first aid kits, and things up. We've got 75, but 75 is 48 antibiotics. We've got 24 first aid kits. We've crafted some healing balm. We definitely need some more bandages. We're getting there because they keep getting all kinds of bugs. I don't think anyone's got anything active at the minute. What has he got? No, he's had swarm fever like a couple of times. She's had swarm fever. He's been pretty good. It's because he's happy. He's just had a catharsis, which means he's had a meltdown and come back again. So there you are. So that's day 40. Let's get the clock going. So that's day 40. We're working on it. Oh look, she's ill again. What's she got now? She's got. What has she got? Look at this. It's like the gear. We're all about to be wandering around naked. I think I've got t-shirts in it, but I need people to start crafting stuff, which is probably kinda. So some of these these got destroyed by a swarm of insects. This is very nice of them. I've got to get on with it. I've got to get more hay. I've got to get this harvested. I ain't exploring. I got to get this harvested. I got to get this made. I got to get clothing made. She's working on food. Quinn's repairing bits and pieces and stuff for the thing. So we're getting there. Now the end of the year I think is day 49, I think is where it's at. So I will bring you in for the New Year's celebrations at the end of the year, and that will be year 1. Oof! I tell you, talk about making it tricky for ourselves. We definitely made it tricky. The first 20 days, tough as, but we know that we're only going to get stronger and stronger enemies as time goes on. We need automated defenses. We need protection. We need to get things done and get things sorted, and we need to get indoors. We need to get all of that is powered by electricity. We need all of those kind of things. So we'll get all that sorted. I don't know if it'll be this year, but definitely aiming for year 2 is the year to enter into the modern age. And then we need to talk about making money and how we go about making some significant galactic coin, because the aim of the game is 1 million galactic coin, right? So we want to do that. We want to start making galactic coin. Every time a trade ship comes by, we want to have loads of resources, loads of trade goods in storage that we can flog off. See you soon. Okay, here we are, team. So it's New Year's Eve. So day 48. Oh man, look, people don't have clothes. People don't have clothes. Oh, they're trying so hard, but we can't. Oh, now we've got severe xenoblight again. What has got xenoblight? These things. Trying so hard to get over this hill, just can't get over the hill. For some things. We just had an aggressive animal attack. It was 50 of them, Scarabaei. These things work obviously fantastic. We've got some of these now. We've managed to get this furnace going. We're out of metal alloys for right now. I need to set this to scavenge. We need to get some metal alloys so we can finish these, but they work brilliantly. So they don't have the greatest of range. This tower doesn't seem to function the best, but I think what I need to do is actually probably extend this wall, because that's where they got in last time. So we've had a cold snap. We've now gone to an extreme heat wave. They really have picked a champion planet, haven't they? So we're getting on with this, but it's not my top priority. My top priority at the minute is, oh, poor old Dan has had a heat stroke. He's so susceptible to things, is old Dan. The defensive structures are working, I do believe. They seem to be working, and if we get these working as well, they function beautifully. I just have to be careful about trying to lure them into the right area. I don't suppose that Quinn and Kana are going to have a problem with heat stroke. Might sunburn, maybe, although she's wearing a hat. Nobody's happy. I can't get two people have. Kana has life-threatening heat stroke. Is it the hat? I can have her take the hat off. Go get nothing. If that's going to make you feel better. Unequipping hat. That might help. Stop saying Yeah, so definitely trying to get these people sorted with their clothes. I'm trying to get Dan skilled up, but he's pretty slow, to be fair. Kana is the best at it. So what I think I need to do is I need to probably talk to her, get this last t-shirt made. And as you know what it's like with this stuff, it takes time. It just takes so much time to get everything done. So we haven't quite got over the hill. We're getting there. Quinn is soldiering on with laying the foundations for this thing, and then we'll worry about what it's going to take for walls and things. But hopefully that's next year, right? That's next year is construction. I want to finish these base defenses. I need to get these people some new clothes and some armor, and that's, you know, that's going to be the new year. Is soldiering on. We've survived a year. Oh my gosh! At day 7, I wasn't 100% sure, and I know everybody's not happy, but we have resources. We have food. We have, although the food is dwindling, we have a lot of grain. We have medical gear. We have a variety of bits and pieces. We're battling the blight, but you know, that's it. That is the end of year 1, and we're looking forward to year 2 with can you not recover him? Could I ask you to carry him to safety, please? So we're looking forward to a new year. It's going to be tough, but I think less tough as it was, just different. So this Xenoblight is doing my head in because all of these plants, it's too hot. We've lost all these plants. So this is where our food supplies come in. We've got 50 pickled vegetables, 94 buttermelon, and 403 grain. So hopefully we've got enough to keep us going, and we haven't even talked about harvesting some of these things yet. So, you know, it has been a challenge. It is on hard difficulty, and it is the first step is a big one. It's the kind of step you tackle with a climbing rope, but it's a steep slope. So we've gone from the massive step. We're on a steep slope. We'll see what year 2 holds for us, shall we? Still, I'm glad you're sticking with it. I hope you're sticking with it. If you've gotten this far, you've stuck with it quite a bit, and we'll make move. We definitely have what I think to be a fairly secure base for most insect attacks. We just need to carefully manage our medicine and our food and our workloads. But I think we have less workloads now. We only have the fields. We have maintaining what we have, and this is a side project. So that's where we're at. And I will see you all again real soon. Ta-ta for now.